Less than an hour using FSD, and I already got one strike. That's crazy. I'll tell you all about it. Hey guys, I'm excited today because yesterday there was a software update and we got full self-driving. Well, supervised full self-driving. And I guess they've been very specific on how they approach this these days because people used to abuse it. Okay, here we go. It's my first time in the truck in a few days. And full self-driving supervised under your supervision, full self-driving supervised again, can drive your Tesla almost anywhere. It will make lane changes, select forks to follow your navigation route, navigate around other vehicles and objects, and make left and right turns. It must be used with additional caution and an attentive driver. It does not make your vehicle autonomous. Do not become complacent. And over here, Tesla is letting you know they're actively working on improving. So there's upcoming improvements like natural lane change decisions, etc. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna test this out. I'll let you guys know how it goes. So I'll let you guys know my experience with full self-driving is a bit limited because I've probably driven maybe 4 other Teslas with full self-driving, and sometimes they always kind of make me feel uneasy. So I'm willing to give this one, just be unbiased, and I'm excited to use this. So we'll get out there and let's see how this goes. All right, we're starting off.
Turn right onto Alondra Boulevard.
It's a really windy road right here. It's doing pretty good. This camera here is paying attention to my eyes.
Now turn right onto Alondra Boulevard.
So the first drive was about 10 miles. And my biggest fear sometimes with self-driving is you're making a left turn, oncoming traffic. I'm afraid that it doesn't see somebody speeding coming towards you. And I think we made a couple left turns and it was fine. It did good on some right turns. Sometimes I thought it was hugging the corner too tight, but it did great. It was just me, but I didn't have a big problem. It even, slows down at speed bumps. So obviously the system is very sophisticated. So far for the first release, I know there's going to be updates. I'm pretty impressed so far. Okay, let's set up for drive number 2. I'm going to set my navigation. I'm going to hit the button on the steering wheel and it's ready. It's just kind of monitoring the traffic. And it sees a car way back there and it's waiting. Okay, these go by. So basically I just took over and I went ahead and started driving because it was just kind of giving the cars too much distance and it wasn't making up its mind to merge into traffic. So here we go, drive number 2. Maybe that's one of the improvements they could make, merging into traffic. But then again, it's supervised self-driving, so you got to do something. These days we're kind of too lazy. It's nice having the full self-driving, but
To East Wardlow Road.
So let's test this right here. Making a right, is it going to recognize the pedestrians? So yes, it stopped. Everybody's clear, and we'll continue making a right turn. Nothing to worry about here.
1,000 feet. Keep left to stay on Interstate 405.
So coming up soon, you'll see where it gets a little sketchy. It kind of didn't know what to do. So somebody wasn't letting us in, and I had to take over because yeah, I guess it had this car it has as red. It was an issue. It wasn't letting us in, and I had to take over so we could merge. So far, this is my second drive on full self-driving, and there's an instance where somebody wasn't letting it.
Take the Interstate 710 south ramp.
Can you quit interrupting me? So somebody wasn't letting us in, and it kind of like was just gonna miss the exit. So this is what happened here. It wasn't gonna go between the unpainted lines, or like the soft median, basically. So I kind of I wasn't gonna miss my exit, so I took over. And I guess that's why it's called supervised self-driving. So you have to be alert and ready to take over. Okay, now I'll take my hands off and try to see if it will just kind of, how long it will take to alert me to pay attention. I was looking away so I could see if it will recognize. So now it says pay attention to the road. But now I have my hands on the steering wheel, and it's saying unavailable to rest of the drive. I had my hands on there. So at this moment is where I realized there was a little glitch in the system. It gave me a prompt to pay attention, and I immediately put my hands on the steering wheel and kind of, jerk it around a little bit so it could tell that somebody is there. I started paying attention to the road, but it would not, it didn't reset. It just kind of like cut it off. So it didn't really give me a grace period or anything, and there it went. It just kind of canceled the self-driving, and it says it's not available for the rest of the drive. And then I was driving for almost a minute, and I got 2 prompts that says I need to take control immediately. So I think these were kind of late, or it either doesn't recognize that I was in control, or I was putting input in the steering wheel. Something's going on. So maybe that's something that needs to be fixed, because as soon as it asked me, see, there we go, take control. I have control. I've been driving now for about 5 minutes, and it gives this alert. There we go again, take control. So I think that's something that needs to be addressed. I am putting input, I'm physically holding, I'm paying attention, the camera can see me, and I keep getting this warning right here. So basically, I think yes, 2 issues. So after about 2 drives and about 20 miles of driving, I would say it's been pretty decent, pretty good. Right now, it's very unforgiving if you once you stop paying attention and let go of the steering wheel, and you put your hands back on. You put your hands back on, and it doesn't recognize you at all. As you can see, I was literally driving for over 5 minutes, and it kept asking me to immediately take over, that I need to pay attention. There we go again, take control immediately, vehicles departing lane, and it had already canceled self-driving. And I know some of you will say it's probably just lane departure warning or something like that. I had already turned off everything. My other issue with it is that I think sometimes that it's not aggressive enough when merging, because one, when trying to pull off from the street, a street curb, the cars were a pretty ways away, and it just kept waiting, so I had to take control. And also merging from one freeway to another, I had to take control, because because somebody wasn't gonna let it over. It was gonna just kind of blow by and miss my exit. The third thing is the alerts keep going. Right now, it's a while now. I am driving and the alert just came on again. So it's not perfect. I know there'll always be fixes. So there we go. There we go. Take control immediately. And I've been in control. So thank you for watching. Self-driving is finally here. A lot of people have been waiting for it. And I'm glad to see it's here and we could continue improving. So there you have it. I'm being awarded my first strike, and this says 4 more of these incidents and I will no longer be able to use autopilot. Like, that doesn't sit well with me. I paid a lot of money for the access to this. So what's going on here?